Welcome to TEFAF. This is Galerie Gmurzynska. We've been around for 53 years and we're extremely thrilled to be back because this is a year where the modern section is getting a new and stronger emphasis. Therefore, we brought a program that shows the strength of the 20th century here. We brought works from the early 10s up to 1960s, and we are showing them in a context of a highly designed booth by Tom Postma, who is the designer for the fair altogether. The first two paintings I wanted to show you is behind me a 1929 Léger painting, which is an incredible provenance from Paul Rosenberg, who was one of the great dealers of the 20th century. And the story goes that Servos, who did the catalogue raisonné of Picasso, also published the first art magazine of its time, which was called Cahiers d'Art. And so when Léger finished this painting behind me, he invited Servos to come and see it, and Servos was so excited that he decided to do a major article on Léger in his Cahiers d'Art and photographed himself together with Léger in front of this painting. So it's been for the first time available now in a long, long time, and it's one of the masterpieces that we brought to TEFAF. Historically speaking, another very important work is behind me on the left. It was painted not only by a female painter, Sonia Delaunay, the wife of Robert Delaunay, but it's also probably one of the very first word paintings in 20th century history. It uses only words as the content of a painting, which later on in the 20th century becomes a major topic. Last but not least, we show you a small painting by Van der Lek, which is from the 1910s. Van der Lek, together with Van Doesburg and Mondrian, was part of the De Stijl group and a very important movement in the Dutch early 20th century. It shows workers on the canal, workers in the harbor. What's great for us today is that it exemplifies the borderline between figurative and abstract. It's the reduction to almost abstraction, but it clearly shows still a figurative. And that's kind of, when you look at our booth at TEFAF, the common theme behind those paintings. It's always the major invention in 20th century is abstraction, and how do you move from figurative to abstraction is the topic of our show here at TEFAF.